Hey. You're welcome to the Sports Diva YouTube channel. And today, we're actually taking it a little bit of, taking it back, history, and just trying to, refresh your memories. Because I know a lot of you don't even know what I'm about to say. And it is still the Africa Cup of Nations. And Team Nigeria drew 1-1. Oh my God. Okay, but no problem about that, all right? Next time against Cote d'Ivoire, we're definitely going to make amends. And I know so. We're going to make amends. So today, we're actually looking at Nigeria's first goal scorers in Afcon since 1963. Yes, and in no particular order, I'm gonna kickstart with Asuko Ekpe. Yes. I know a lot of you don't even know that there was someone called Asuko Ekpe. Oh yeah, your guess is as good as mine. 1963. Hell no, I wasn't born there, so don't even try to figure it out if I was born there. No, I wasn't born there, but that's why it's called history. He became Nigeria's first goal scorer in the 1963 Africa Cup of Nations when he scored against, that should be the United Arab Republic. Yes, the United Arab Republic, I'm correct. And next up is Mohamed Baba Otu. And he also became Nigeria's first goal scorer in 1976 Africa Cup of Nations when he scored against Zaire. Yes. And Christian Chukwu Okoro also became Nigeria's first goal scorer in the year 1978 when he scored against Upper Volta in the 1978 Africa Cup of Nations. And Shegu Odebami scored a brace as he ended 4-2 for Nigeria, if you can actually remember that particular game. And fast forward to Mudushari Babatunde. Well, we all know him as Muda Lawal. He became Nigeria's first goal scorer in 1980 Africa Cup of Nations when he scored against Tanzania, a game that Nigeria hosted the tournament and also won. Well, good old days for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but we'll definitely get there. Okay, don't worry. See what happened against the Equatorial Guinea is just initial gara. Remember in the year 2013 when the late Stephen Keshi won the Africa Cup of Nations? We didn't win our first game, so maybe this might just be a sign that Nigeria is about to win a fourth Africa Cup of Nations trophy. Okay, away from that, let's get back to the business of the day. Stephen Okechukwu Keshi, he became Nigeria's first goal scorer in 1982 Africa Cup of Nations when he scored against Ethiopia. And fast forward to Henry Onyemazenwosu. Well, this particular name is so dear to my heart, but don't worry about it. Maybe on a very good day, I'll tell you why it's so dear to my heart. He became Nigeria's first goal scorer in 1984 when he scored against Ghana. Our neighbors Ghana. And up next is Rashidi Yekini. He became Nigeria's first goal scorer in the year 1988 when he scored against Kenya. And Emmanuel Okocha, yes, Okocha, the name rings a bell, yeah? Yes, it rings a bell, but it's not the Okocha you're thinking. And he became Nigeria's first goal scorer in the 1990 Africa Cup of Nations when he scored against Algeria. Actually, that game, shall I pay no shall, because the goal he scored was the only goal we scored because we lost 5-1 to Algeria. Samson Siasia also became Nigeria's first goal scorer in the year 1992 when he scored against the host nation Senegal, a game Nigeria went on to win 2-1. And also, we told Rashidi Yekini again in 1994, he actually scored against Gabon. Yes, scored against Gabon. And Nigeria also won the title for the second time after we beat Zambia by 2-1. Emmanuel Amunike got a brace in that very encounter, but I will not forget that goal coming from Rashidi Yekini. And in 1996, Nigeria withdrew before the start of the finals. Guinea, as the best side to not qualify, was offered Nigeria spots in the finals, but they had to decline due to lack of adequate preparation. And Nigeria were the defending champions. We haven't won the title at Tunisia 1994. But the truth about it is there were tensions between Nigeria and South Africa after the Sani Abacha-led government was criticized for the killing of 9 minority rights activists. Don't worry about that. On a very good day, we'll probably look at that particular issue. But let's just move on to what we're talking about. Up next is the one and only Baba Too Good, Augustine Azuka. Well, we all know him as JJ Okocha. You heard me. And he became Nigeria's first goal scorer in 2000 Africa Cup of Nations when he scored against Tunisia. Nigeria won 4-2. Victor Beba and Okocha both scored a brace each. Well, when you talk about the culture, a whole lot of players come to your mind, the likes of Ronaldinho and co. But the truth about it is that what JJ Sabi play ball. Anyway, shall we move? And Julius Efosa Gahowa, he became Nigeria's first goal scorer in 2002 Africa Cup of Nations when he scored against Algeria. And in the 2004 Africa Cup of Nations, Nigeria lost their opening match 1-0 to Morocco. And the Super Eagles bounced back with an emphatic 4-0 win over South Africa. And Joseph Michael Yobo became the first Nigerian goal scorer when he scored at the 4th minute. So you see what I'm saying? We lost our first game, but don't worry, we'll bounce back. And Taye Ismailia Taiwo, well popularly known as Taye Taiwo, became Nigeria's first goal scorer in 2006 when he scored against Ghana. And Nigeria failed to score in their first 2 matches, but we had to wait till the last group stage match against Benin Republic. And Mikel Obi became Nigeria's first goal scorer in the 2008 Africa Cup of Nations, and that was against Benin Republic. And Chinedu Obike Edu Obase actually became Nigeria's first goal scorer way back in 2010 when he scored against Egypt. Nigeria went on to lose that game 3-1. Shy pay me. I will not lie, that particular game paid me, but we'll move. And Emmanuel Chinenye Emenike became Nigeria's first goal scorer in the 2013 Africa Cup of Nations when he scored against Burkina Faso. That game really meant a lot to me. You know why? Because it was in the year 2013 that Nigeria won their 3rd Africa Cup of Nations under late coach Stephen Keshi. And Sunday Mba actually scored the winner in the 40th minute. It was actually an emotional, very, very emotional day for Nigerians, yes, because out of nowhere, you know, when we met Cote d'Ivoire in the quarterfinals, it was a game that I said, okay, fine, if we manage to get past Cote d'Ivoire, we're gonna win the Afcon, and voila. It was just an emotional game on that day. It was on a Sunday. I guess it's called Sunday. Mba scored the goal. And Ojon Judy Gallo also became Nigeria's first goal scorer in the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations when he scored against Burundi. And that was the last tournament for Ojon Judy Gallo, in which the Super Eagles of Nigeria, well, it actually hurt. We actually got the bronze medal. It actually hurt, yes, because losing to Algeria in the semi-finals really, really hurt. I was thinking the game was going to go into penalties, but it is football. And Kelechi Promise Iheanacho, we call him Senior Man. Hey! He became Nigeria's first goal scorer in 2021 when he scored against Egypt. Obviously, I cannot talk about this without talking about the King of Africa, the CAF Footballer of the Year, the one and only Victor Osimhen, and he became Nigeria's first goal scorer in the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations. We call it Cote d'Ivoire 2023 when he scored against Equatorial Guinea in Group A match day 2 tie at the Olympic Stadium of Ebimpe. Actually, that game ended 1-1, and it was a come from behind from the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But that's why we have Victor Osimhen there to actually, you know, poaching those goals, get him the right crosses, and Victor Osimhen will do a fantastic job. So I know you didn't know, you know, that some of those players actually existed or played football for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but don't worry, that's why I got you covered. And please, if you are yet to subscribe, please help your girl now. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and turn on your notification bell. In this Afcon, it's a journey, and I would love you to go on this journey with me. Thank you.